Okay, so let's learn 3 business idioms today. All right, these are good because they can be used in several different situations. Sometimes if you're at a meeting, if you're speaking with clients, or even during some negotiations. So let's take a look. The first one, this one is the elephant in the room. So think about what would an elephant look like in a room. It's the biggest thing in the room. It's so large you cannot ignore it, even if you're trying. Even if you try to ignore it, you can't. So this is an obvious problem when you're kind of sort of dancing around the bush and you don't want to acknowledge, you don't want to specifically speak to that problem, and you try to avoid it. This is the elephant in the room. So somebody might say, okay, let's speak to the elephant in the room. That means, all right, let's go ahead and address the main problem. I know that none of us want to talk about it, but let's do it. Let's speak to the elephant in the room. Or they might not say let's speak, they might say, well, let's point out, or I would like to point out the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room being the entire expression, meaning the main problem. So you can speak to the main problem, you can point out the main problem, you can say don't avoid the main problem, don't try to hide the main problem. Here is the main problem. We can say all of that. Here's the elephant in the room. Don't avoid the elephant in the room. Let's speak to the elephant in the room. So we could say all of those things. The elephant in the room. Next one. Corner the market. So in English, to corner means when you're chasing somebody and you catch them in the corner of like a house or a building, and they can't run to the left because there's a wall on their left. They can't run to the right because there's a wall on their right. And if they run straight in front of them, you're right there. So they cannot run anywhere. You caught them. This is to corner somebody. So imagine if you corner the market, you catch it. It cannot go anywhere. You got all of it. This is to get a large control of the market, to get a large piece. So we can say somebody cornered the market. Corner in this case is the verb itself, to corner the market. We can say, after many years and many innovations, they finally managed to corner the market. They managed to take control over it, to corner the market, to catch it, to capture it. And the last one, to put the cart before the horse. So imagine whenever we see a cart and a horse, the horse is in front, right? The horse is pulling the cart. The horse is in front of the cart. So what if you put the cart in front of the horse? Well, that doesn't make sense because the horse has to go in front to pull it. So this is an allegory, or this is a metaphor for saying do not do things out of order. So if there's a process or if there's a way of thinking and somebody wants to skip one step that is necessary, for example, if somebody is starting a business and they don't even have the correct funding and they want to go straight into business and they don't even have the resources, somebody said, whoa, hold on, you're putting the cart before the horse. We need to do this step first. Don't do things out of order. So typically we would either say do not put the cart before the horse, or you are putting the cart before the horse, which means do not do things out of order, or you are doing things out of order. So these are 3 business idioms you can use.